Only Human and Rockfox Recording and Production presents Bound.
Prisoner A135X, your punishment begins today. I have been assigned to facilitate your adjustment to the penal life now before you.
I demand to be released immediately to a neutral representative of
Once only, you demand nothing. You ask for nothing. You are a criminal who has been charged and convicted of terrorism, murder, and treason against the judiciary.
That's ludicrous. I never had a trial. I wasn't even allowed the courtesy of public arrest on grid space. Both are violations of judiciary human rights statutes.
You have no rights, nor do you any longer hold status of person. Your identity will be expunged until you are nothing more than prisoner A135X. The memory cincture we—
No! You can't do this. The judiciary has exploited the colonies for too long. There are too many of us now.
That, A135X, is where you are wrong. So horribly wrong.
The hell I am. I'm going to...
Going to what?
Wait. I have no feeds. Can't feel any of my augs.
We have made some changes. Your unaugmented senses should be coming back now. What do you perceive around you?
Walls. Metal walls. The floor is cold. I can feel it through my slippers. There's a smell. Recycled air. Stale. This room has no windows. No light except what comes from... Wait. Where is the light coming from?
And your hands? Look at your hands, A135X.
My hands are... They're right here. I can see them. I can flex my fingers. What is this, some kind of psychological evaluation?
In a manner of speaking. Do you know your name?
My name is... I'm... Darius. Darius Karmalov.
Are you certain?
Yes. I give speeches, attend rallies, talk to people. I delivered the commencement at the University of Kranar.
Interesting. And yet you can't see where the light is coming from in this cell. You can remember vast crowds, but not simple physical surroundings.
The cincture. You mentioned a cincture. You're manipulating my perceptions.
Or your memories of being Darius Karmalov are less stable than you believe. Tell me, what do you remember before arriving here?
I was on a ship. We were running from judiciary warships. We were trying to reach Sharon.
The Claymore, a stolen judiciary cruiser. How many crew members were aboard?
Over 30. Most of them civilians who joined the cause. We weren't soldiers, we were...
Terrorists. The word you're searching for is terrorists.
We were just ordinary people who had had enough of the judiciary's control over our lives. The surveillance, the restrictions, the way they choked the colonies with tariffs and denied us basic autonomy.
How noble. And where are these people now?
I don't know. After the attack, everything went dark. I woke up here.
You woke up. An interesting choice of words. Do you remember the battle itself?
Some of it. Admiral Tavares. She demanded our surrender.
And then?
We were surrounded and they attacked. 4 judiciary ships against our single cruiser.
That's not what the official records indicate, A135X. According to judiciary tactical logs, the Claymore initiated hostile action. 15 missiles launched from your aft pods at 14:37 station time.
No, that's not...
The JSX Leopard took critical hits to its engine compartment. 17 crew members were killed instantly. The Olympus sustained damage to forward hull plating. These are verified data points from multiple sources.
Tavares was going to destroy us. We had to defend...
Defend by attacking first using cloaked missiles? The sensor records are quite clear. Your vessel fired before any judiciary ship discharged weapons, and you used banned weapons.
That's a lie. The judiciary is lying. You're manipulating the data to make us look like...
Like terrorists who murdered 17 people? The evidence speaks for itself.
What about Maritime 2? What about the Borali colonies? The judiciary showed no mercy there. Thermonuclear strikes on civilian populations.
So your terrorism is justified by other acts of violence. A fascinating moral position. Tell me, A135X, do you know what happened to the Claymore after you went dark?
No.
We will discuss that in our next session. For now, I want you to think about something. Look at your hands again. Flex your fingers. Feel the cold floor beneath your slippers. And ask yourself, are you certain any of this is real?
What? What are you saying?
Until tomorrow, A135X. Good morning, A135X. Did you sleep well?
I'm not sure. Sleep? I can't remember time passing.
Curious. And yet you feel rested?
I don't know what I feel. You said something yesterday about whether this is real.
I posed a question. You have yet to answer it. Are you certain this cell is real? That your body is real? That I am real?
You're trying to disorient me. It's a standard interrogation technique. Make the prisoner doubt their own perceptions, break their sense of reality.
Is it working?
No. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I fought against the judiciary. That's real. That matters.
Then tell me your name.
My name is Darius. Darius Karmelov Prometheus.
Are you certain? Yesterday you seemed quite sure. Today you hesitated.
Yes, I'm certain. That's my name.
And yet the hesitation. Interesting. Tell me about your crew. You mentioned 32 people yesterday. Surely you can name some of them.
Of course I can. There was Robin, comms and media, and Delmar. Chan Delmar, former judiciary intelligence.
What did Delmar look like?
He was pale, middle-aged. He had these eyes, always looked exhausted, like he carried the weight of everything we were doing. Not attractive, but capable. Brilliant, even.
And what was your relationship with Delmar?
We worked together. We trusted each other. I made him first officer when we took the Claymore.
You made him first officer? So you were the captain?
Yes. I commanded the Claymore. There was also Isla Keller, operations. She was capable, determined.
What else can you tell me about Isla Keller?
She'd infiltrated judiciary operations before. She was supposed to... There was something about Naropa, an assignment, a legislative council.
According to judiciary intelligence reports, an unidentified agent attempted to infiltrate a subcommittee in the Naropan Legislative Council. That agent was killed in a confrontation with Planetary Guard forces. Was that Isla Keller?
I don't know. The report said someone died, but we never got confirmation. No proof, no body. It didn't fit her pattern.
You can't remember your own name clearly, but you remember operational patterns?
What do you mean I can't remember my name? My name is Darius Karmelov Delmar.
Delmar. You just said your name is Darius Karmelov Delmar.
Yes, that's what I... Wait. No, that's not... Delmar is...
Delmar is a person you were just describing. Your crew member, not your surname. And yet you inserted his name into your own. Why is that?
I don't know. It just came out.
You hesitated when I asked you this morning, and now you've added a name, one you were just discussing. The certainty is slipping, and you're filling gaps with what's immediately available. Borrowed identity.
No, I'm not. I know who I am.
Then tell me, when you looked into the mirror this morning, what did you see?
What? There's no mirror in this cell.
Are you certain? Look at the wall to your left.
I don't see anything. Just metal plating.
Interesting. Yesterday you described metal walls, today it's plating. Your perceptions shift.
You're manipulating what I see. The cincture is altering my...
Tell me, A135X, what color are your eyes?
My eyes are... They're... I can't remember.
You can remember Delmar's exhausted folds, Isla's capabilities, the layout of the Claymore's bridge, but not the color of your own eyes?
You're doing this deliberately. Probably suppressing memories, so I think the memory loss is greater than it is.
I am facilitating your adjustment to penal life. But tell me, what are you losing? Physical details or something deeper?
I can feel you in my head. Every time we talk. What are you doing to me?
I am doing nothing you haven't already experienced. It's the memory cincture, a network of nanopods extending through your cerebrum, creating controlled interruptions in your memory pathways. You are, as we talk, being reduced to an empty slate.
You can't just erase someone.
Can't I? You already struggled with your eye color. Soon you won't remember Delmar's face. Then you won't remember the Claymore. Eventually, you won't remember why you resisted.
I'll fight it. I know who I am. Darius Prometheus.
For now. But that certainty erodes a little more each day. You are becoming what you have always been. A135X. Everything else is unnecessary elaboration.
No. I'm more than that.
Then prove it tomorrow. A135X. How are you feeling today?
Disoriented. Concerned that you said you want to erase me, piece by piece.
Unnecessary elaboration. How do you believe I am accomplishing this erasure?
The cincture. You explained it yesterday. Nanopods, memory pathways being disrupted.
Good. You remembered our last conversation. That's promising. Tell me, what do you remember about the moment you were captured?
The battle. Tavara sent her warships. Judiciary ships. We were outgunned, but we had to try.
Try to what? Escape or fight?
Both. Neither. I don't know anymore. The ship was taking hits, the hull was breaching, and then... darkness. I woke up here.
You woke up. But where is here exactly?
A judiciary detention facility. A prison somewhere. Naropa, maybe, or one of the star bases.
Look at the walls of this cell. Describe what you see.
Metal. Gray metal. Same as always.
Is it? 2 days ago you said metal walls, yesterday metal plating, today gray metal. Each time the description shifts.
Because you keep changing the simulation. Or changing what I perceive.
Or there are no walls at all.
Doesn't matter. You can simulate anything. I've been in grid space 1,000 times. I know how real simulated touch can feel.
Then why trust these sensations at all?
I don't trust them or you. But something has to be real, and that's me.
You?
Yes.
And who are you again? Chan Delmar?
Nice try. My name is Darius Prometheus. I know who I am.
You would not be so sure if you knew how the cincture works.
You explained it yesterday. Nanopods disrupting memory pathways. So do countless implants and drugs.
Yes, But there's more. The cincture doesn't just disrupt, it creates a controlled environment. Your cell, the sensations, even some of your memories. New memories generated, overriding the old, all while degrading your sense of identity.
So this is all a simulation while you alter my brain. The cell, these conversations, none of it is real?
These conversations are real. I am real. The cincture is real. What is not real is your certainty about who you are, or perhaps more accurately, who you were.
I remember the Claymore. I remember Delmar and Isla in the battle with Tavares.
Do you? Or do you remember me telling you about those things? Think carefully. What do you actually remember independently, and what have I provided?
You mentioned some things first. The leopard, 17 deaths. But I confirmed them because I recognized them.
Or your mind filled in details around the framework I provided. Tell me, do you remember the moment of decision when Tavares demanded surrender?
Yes. I remember. The fear. Knowing we were trapped. Knowing what would happen if we gave up.
You remember the emotion, but do you remember the action? Do you remember giving an order?
I remember I was in the command chair. Delmar was at weapons. He was waiting for something.
For what?
I can't hear what I said. I can't remember if I said anything at all.
The difference is profound. Tell me, do you remember giving an order to fire those missiles?
I don't. The memory is there, but it's muted. I can't get to it.
Or like a memory that was never yours to begin with?
Then where am I? Where am I really?
You are precisely where you have always been, inside the cincture. A neural prison that exists in the space between your synapses. No guards, no cells, no possibility of escape.
This is an interrogation technique. You want me to doubt everything.
Perhaps. But I have no need for your information, and no interest in interrogating you. I already know about your operations on Remus and Europa. I know about the Tiger Starbase plans. What could you tell me that I don't already know?
Then why not just execute me?
Because a mind erased and reprogrammed is more useful than a martyr. The judiciary has learned, don't kill terrorists, unmake them. Strip away what made them dangerous, leave only compliance.
I will fight you. Every session.
You're already losing. You can't fully remember your name. You can't describe your face or eye color. Soon you won't remember why you fought at all.
Ideas matter. Freedom from surveillance. Privacy. Those ideas survive even if I don't.
Ideas are easier to erase than names. They have no physical anchor.
Others remember. Isla, Delmar. They'll keep fighting.
Perhaps. The judiciary has apprehended 2 of your movement's 4 primary leaders. Another has been killed. The 4th remains at large. You were one of those 4.
Who else did you capture?
Does it matter? Soon you won't remember any of them.
I know that I'm Karmalov. Darius Karmalov. That's me. You can't make me forget.
You're correct. I can't. But the cincture can. You hesitate even now. Is that certainty or hope?
I gave speeches, recruited people. I stood at Kranar.
Or someone did. And you carry fragments of their memory.
No, I choose to fight. That choice is mine.
For now. Until there's
mine. I'm done talking to you for now. This has been an Only Human Rockvox production of Bound. Written and directed by Frank Gullo. Starring Will Prophet as Prisoner, Scott W. Fitzgerald as AI. Recorded and mixed at Rock Fox Recording and Production Studios, Rochester, New York. Reproduction or redistribution of this material is forbidden without express written permission from the copyright holder. Copyright 2026, Only Human. All rights reserved.